Hi guys, and welcome back to Production Line. This is our first series and it's episode number 2, and we built on Sunday in our hour-long special our basic factory. So we've got research, chassis, 3 lots of fit body, 3 lots of paint, 3 lots of fit engine, 1 lot of fit accessories, which is becoming a problem, fit electronics, check quality, and then export. We've got a few cars in stock. Tempted to reduce that a little bit more. Let's drop it a little tiny bit. See if we can sell it. We've got nearly $1 million in the bank. I'm going to hit play, and we are currently researching. We're currently researching even faster imports, but I'm going to switch straight away to accessories. I'm going to switch to there, and then we'll come back to there. I don't know if that will switch or whether it carry on there. I think it will switch to there. Current research, yes. And then it should go back. Because at the moment, we're now getting a bottleneck here, and I want to split these out anyway. So I want to remove that and produce a new line, effectively, coming off here. This is going to get complicated. Because I want to get our model out. No, our model Eco. That's the one. I need to change that on my spreadsheet. There we go. Done. Oh, hang on. Microsoft Online is kicking in. Hooray, there we go. Model Eco. Yes, because we're going to make 5 models in total over the course of this series, as long as the save doesn't break. If it does, I will try and rebuild everything the way it is as quickly as I can off camera to get you roughly back where we are. And I'm going to try and do that. Whether that will work or not, I don't know. So we're now researching this one. 79 and 40, nearly a quarter of the way through already. Because our bottleneck is now here. We've still got insufficient resources. We need to speed up resource import and resource conveyors so that that isn't an issue. But at the moment, you know, we are churning out cars faster. So we want to get this bit split out, coming this way. How I'm going to lay out the final factory I still haven't worked out. I've got to work all that out, and it's not going to be like this. This will all have to be demolished in the way of lieu of the new factory and what we're going to produce. And I'm tempted. I haven't worked out whether I can do this, but whether we can manufacture certain parts in certain areas and then farm them out, which would be cool if we can. Whether that will work or not, I don't know. I may have to design my own level. I don't know if you can do that either. I'm going to look at that very soon, by the way. So let's speed it up. We're selling cars. We're down to 10. We've got 1.4 million now. The money's going up. That's good. But we can never stop. We want to get our Eco Drive out. Or Model Eco. We could call it Eco Drive. The reason I called it Eco is because it's got the less stuff in it, effectively. So it's ecologically sound because it's using less components. Therefore, it's using less raw materials from our planet Earth. That's the way I look at it. Right, we're going to have to speed this up a lot. Otherwise, we're going to be sat there. So we'll put it on middle speed actually. Economically, we're doing pretty good. Cars are coming out, they're getting painted. Did 2 cars go into one then, or just was that my eyesight? No, it was my eyesight because there was a blue thing going up there. That's coming through. Insufficient resources. Sit there, we've got 2 white cars going through there. A lot of people like white cars. And we've got our bottleneck coming up here because we've got 3 of these and only 1 of these. And we can speed this up. Right, yes, research complete. Choose next projects. Right, well, we're already on that. I want that to go. I want that to carry on. Right, so we're going to go to play now. So, effectively, think of this. I'm going to put a little note down. 24.73 seconds is what we've got on the fit accessories line. I'm going to expand this now because we've got this. Look. We can fit the lights. We can't make a light yet, but we can fit them. We can't make a horn yet, but we can fit them. We can't fit seats yet, but we can fit them. And hopefully when we get to this stage, we can we can split it out. So we're going to go this way. We're going to split this out. We're going to come effectively along here. And again, I don't know if I'm going to need multiple ones of these, but being that this is only 6.2 seconds, I need to add this up as we go, really. Where's my calculator? Here we go. Let's just make a note of these actually quickly. So 6.2. And don't forget, we can add robots to this. And look, there's all sorts of options that come up. Yes. This is where our different models come in, and this is when it gets complicated. Fit horn. I'm just going to go the 1 for the minute. So again, we can buy robots. So that's 7 seconds standard. Because we want to be faster than 24.73. So otherwise we need more than one lot of this. Fit seats. And this is probably going to be the slow one. So I'm going to put 2 lines there. Yeah, no, it's only 6 seconds. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, and obviously we need to get components. Fit windscreen, so we're going to go there. And fit windscreen is 8 seconds. So if all of those add up, let's have a look. 6.2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8 equal, that can't be right. 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus 8, that's more like it, is 27.2. That's actually slower than that, but we've got each one split out. So we can now go like this. Horn, fit seats, and fit windscreen. And I haven't put the robots on these yet. So we are going to do the robots. This is going to be an investment. And hopefully on the next one, here, we're also going to have heater. Yes. Right. This is what I wanted. Heater. Yes. So robots and heater. That's our standard config now. Right, so effectively we've got, let's add these up, 5.64. My 4 key ain't working on my calculator. None of my keys are working on my calculator. It's probably lack of sunlight. Let me open the curtain a bit. There we go. No, my calculator's dying, I think. This could be a problem, Houston. No, it is lack of sunlight. 5.64, 6.36, which that makes 12, 6, and 7.27. That equals a total of 25.27 seconds, which is slower than the 24.73, but we're fitting a heater. And we've got 2 lines, which effectively then, if you divide that by 2, we're actually down to 12.63 seconds by doing 2 of these lines. Right, now I need to pause because I need to take that out there. And I do know that we're going to have a problem with this car. But I effectively want to put in-car music in. And I will put that back in a second. I'm going to take that out. So we're going to go that way. And I realise effectively these can just go like this because there shouldn't be delays here. And then we're going to bring it back down that way. And then I'm going to bring it back in. The reason why I've put a gap there, I want that clear, is I want all these cars to shift down this line first. Right, if I hit play now, all these cars should divert down here. But there's no room to stockpile, I hear you say. Oh yeah, there is that. Alright, let's sort that out now. That can go there. That can go there. And then that can go across. And then they're all done. I'm going to hit play now. Right. Woo! We should be there. We should be there. Right, that's cleared that. Now I can put that conveyor back in to get that. No, conveyor. Back in to get rid of that car. I don't want the car going there. I want that car to finish. And then I want to take that out. And I'm going to sort these conveyors out. I know it's costing me a little bit of money to do this. But there, effectively we've brought it this way. Right, this is effectively Model Eco. I'm not going to call it Eco Drive. I'm just going to call it Eco. Which is basically, where's our heater? That can't be right. No, I've done it wrong. That's not our Eco. We'll put Model X. There's going to be a one-off production of a Model X because the two cars went through there before. I should have cleared it first. I made that wrong. Our Model Eco is coming around here now. And effectively we can get rid of this production line, this resource line, or bring it in there. Like so. Just to have an extra input. Right. And then we've got fit windscreen. Our cars are going through security checks. And then we took out the here we go. This is our Model Eco because it's got a heater and in-car music. Here we go. This is the one. So let's set a price for it. I'm going to go. It's a new car. I'm going to go 90%. Right. So we've got 3 cars now. Model X. It doesn't actually break down. Oh yes it does. There you go, income. Model X. We only ever made 2 of those. And they've both been sold. So we're now where I wanted to be at the end of the last episode. It's taken half of this one. But effectively, now we can sit back and just let the cash come in. That's all we have to do. We probably want to... We don't actually have to reduce that. That can just sit there and they can slowly disappear because there's no more Model Ts in the world. We probably do want to reduce it to get rid of them. I'm going to reduce it to 75. And we'll see how we're going. But we've got enough production. We could effectively work out what we're spending now. And you see how by doing that and having 2 of those, that's just cleared that entire backlog. We've pretty much not got a backlog now until we get a quality check, but that's going to go because this is cleared. So that won't stay there forever. And this here we can speed up. We don't need to. 4.6. We're pretty much, as I said, we want to be around the 8-second mark. Ideally, because we've got 1 of those. We could, in fact, bring that back round and have a second export. Yeah. Whether that adds anything, I don't think it does. It's just they probably wouldn't use that and we'd spend a lot of money building a conveyor for nothing. Effectively, if you look around as well, I added these up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 exports. We could make 19 different cars. We couldn't, but in theory you could. In theory you could have 19 lines shifting out. Now, what I meant to mention in the last video, and I don't think I did, was no, I did glimpse across it, was the fact that in real world production lines, by the time you come to hang on, what was that? Super fast resource. I'm going to go for more robots now. No, I'm not. I don't think we need more robots yet. I think faster overhead resource conveyors we're going to go for now. Yeah, effectively, when you look at this, we would, and we're going to split this out a bit differently as well. We're going to do some more. When you get to these stations, for instance, where we're fitting the lights, that might have normal lights, might have xenon lights, might have, if we look in here, automatic headlights or auto steer headlights. Now, that station can fit all of those and should have all those options things. And what the game doesn't do is route it correctly for the models. So therefore, I can't have all these production lines like I originally wanted to come back onto a single conveyor going through the factory and then split off and say, right, this model needs this. That's where this game lacks, I think, and I should drop Chris an email really and say that, because really what you should have is you should have a target of, how can I show you this? Probably, no, I don't want to expand. I want to look at the cars. Here we go, right, okay. So, Model T features a basic car and quality assurance, quality assess, or whatever you want to call it. Model X has an in-car radio. That's the only difference. And this one has a heater in-car radio. Now that should be able to tell, I should be able to set these options up for that model of car and say go and make that car, and it would route it around the factory accordingly to the right workstation or the right parts to the right production slot, which it doesn't do it that way. And I think the reason he's done it that way is to make it more of a challenge, because you're going to have to route correctly to get your cars right. Now, what everybody else is doing is separate production lines for each car, so you'd have completely separate, which is okay, and we kind of got to do that from when we start breaking off, which is after the chassis. So as soon as we go to fit body, they kind of have to split into their own routes. Now, what I wanted to do was, okay, they split into their own routes, but then when they come back to, say, painting, which is standard on all cars, you can't differentiate between any of them. I wanted them all to come back into one paint department, and I can't do that, because as soon as they do, they could then get split up and make totally different cars to the ones I'm trying to make. Because, for instance, the next thing down, which would be split, would be when XL catches up. Come on, XL. Let me have a look. So your chassis is all the same. So basically, fit body starts getting different parts. You then paint it, and then you get to basically where the wheels are, and you get a slight variance on the wheels and tyres and brakes start splitting out. So effectively, what we could end up with is, say, and I'm going to give away a bit here. The model exec, which has got different things fitted in the trunk, I'm not going to tell you what, and different things fitted in the roof, which you can probably guess as to what they are, could then go down the Model L line for just fitting wheels and fitting standard tyres and fitting standard brakes without the additional adaptions, which obviously I don't want. So I am going to have to break them very carefully into their own routings. But what I might do, and I haven't worked this out, still haven't worked this out, is, for instance, we've got these sections, right? So we've got fit body, that fit engine, and then obviously when we get to fit wheels, which is within the fit engine thing, funnily enough, these might split out as 5 lines going through a separate thing. So they might come across and in, or come across and in here, so that all those components that I was talking about, like the tyres, wheels, tyres and brakes, that could be slightly different, will all go down. But it might be more than 5 lines. Well, effectively no, it would be 5 lines like this, whereby they can split into multiple ones of these in order to keep the production speed up. And that's where it's going to get complicated, because here, where we've got roughly 3 of these, or say 2 of these here, that's going to become 10 of those to make up 5 cars in theory, where it doesn't need to be 10, because some of those there, so if we go back to there, which is, what was that? That was fit accessories. Well, no, that was yeah, that's fit accessories with the seats and everything. So effectively that does need to be 5, which is a shame. But for instance, the windscreens here would only need to be 2 different types of lane. Now it might mean that you need 4 actual slots. I haven't worked that out yet, but effectively we'd only have 2 different variances in the 5 groups of cars. We can go in there and you can see automatic wipers is the only difference. I'm not going to put automatic wipers on a base car or a luxurious car, believe it or not. I'm not going to do it, no. But I am going to give you a little bit away. I am going to put that on the executive's car, because he doesn't want to waste time with windscreen wipers, and I'm going to put it on the safety car. But we're not going to put automatic wipers with a special motor and computerized chipset in on our sport model, because we want that as light as possible. And as I go through these individual models and start producing them, you understand why I picked it. I'll explain as we go through. I'll put in a little bit more science than other YouTubers have done. So we're doing pretty good. We've got 1.4 million. Cars are not selling on this line. No, hang on. Next research, faster resources, good. I want to actually, before we do that, pause that a minute. Come out of there. I want to make our lights. I want to get into manufacturing. This is where it's going to start getting more complex. So I am going to research lights manufacturer. I am going to get into manufacturing in this episode. We're going straight in. And then we're going to have to do a little bit jiggery piggery, because I need to work something else out as well. Now, alright, yeah, that's fine. I can't do what I was going to do because I need to buy in. Oh, I kind of want it over there. Or there. We could put it there actually. But I need to buy in the expanded land thing as well, which we need to research. See, we've still only got 1 lot of robots on there, so we've saved money. Don't need it. Same with these. These only probably need 1 now because we've got 3 of these. We're getting a bit of a queue back here again. Nothing. I could bring in more resources. I could split out the paint line so that paint comes off a separate line. But bear in mind these are coming from stockpiles anyway. It's not doing too bad. And we haven't done our loop the way we've done every other loop. So that might also contribute to the issues of the delays, where these are nice and efficient. Look at that. Look. How cool is that? Right, should I manufacture up there or down there? I kind of wanted all my manufacturing down in this corner, but it will give us routing issues because these obviously are quite late on in the day. But we could, when it comes to splitting all this out, produce that somewhere different. So we could produce the main car, the chassis, for instance, down there. And the fit body. All the fit body could be done, perhaps. Oh, I don't know. May not be. I kind of want to remove all these at some point as well, but we've got a long way to go there. Now, what normal YouTubers are doing are spamming in millions of these and getting through resets really quick. Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to add more? Because we've got the money to. We need to be selling more cars. Right, we've now only got our Eco Drive, so we need to drop the price on that to about 85. We've sold all our old stock of old cars. It's whether we can keep the Eco Drive going. That's the only car we're producing now. Which is good. This is where we want to be. Model Eco. It should have been called Eco Drive. We can't rename that, can we? That would be nice to be able to rename it. But I guess that's its unique identifier. So we're doing pretty good. So yeah, manufacturing components next. We need to make our light, but I want to put it separate. I think down here. I think for now it will be fine down here. I can produce everything that I need to manufacture, possibly in these two units. I don't know if we can fit it all in there. We have a look. That's 15 by 13. And this is... Right. Before we make lights, we need to do factory expansion. Because I am going to put our costs up, because I'm going to buy another area, because I do not want to build that in this area. I'm going to go for that one. Purely for now. We may have to completely demolish the factory at some point and rebuild. See, again, what factories would do, they'd probably re-equip their factories, but going like big jumps, they would probably just build a new factory. Quite a big motor manufacturer does do that. You know, rather than keep on reinventing the wheel, they just build a new wheel, completely new wheel. We're at 1.8 million. That's a bug, by the way. I don't know what that is, how that does that. Such a shame. But he is working on getting that fixed. So, look at this. So, our new new car got introduced, and our sales have skyrocketed, I believe. And they're going up. We're on 2.2 million since we dropped the price, I suspect that was. We dropped the price and the sales went up because we had stock. And they've just dropped because we've run out of stock. But that's pretty good. So in the last hour, we haven't made anything, we haven't sold anything. But in the last 24 hours, we sold 74 Model Ts, which was the remainder of the stock. We only sold 2 of those, and we sold 37 of our new Ecos. Expenses... power, 0. So much cheaper than what it was before. When we first started the game, 140 grand it was. It'd be nice to see this as well. Where we got this as a chart, does this show income, expenses? It does. It shows you here. So income goes up. Expenses went up there, which was probably a power hike. And then we've got rid of power altogether effectively, so our expenses have gone down, and we've reduced them even further somehow. I don't know how, but they've gone down. Probably our fluctuating prices of parts, I'm guessing. Now on his latest dev video, you can go in here and there's another tab, and you can like sort things out really nicely and delve into things. We're gonna have a look. Yeah, I think we're gonna need. We're gonna pop in a couple more research offices. Where should we put them though? I want them to go somewhere where it makes sense. For now, anyway. Here we go, over here. Oh no, research. I'll put in 3 more. Alright, I'll put in 5. They're 50 grand a pop, so they are expensive, but that will speed up our research a lot. But tell me if you want me to like really spam those out quick, because we can do, but it just means every few seconds we're going to be popping up the screen saying, oh, you can now do this, you can now do that, because you'll see how fast this is going now. This will go at an astonishing rate, and that'll be done, and then it'll say, what do you want to research next? And if you put too many down, what you'll get is every 10 seconds it'll be going, what do you want to do next? What do you want to do next? Well, what do you want to do next? Well, what we want to do next is we want to speed it up really quick, because I don't want to end it now. I want to get our make light in. So in preparation to that, I am going to bring in another resource importer. I'm going to bring in a conveyor up here, like so, and then we're going to disconnect this one. Like so. Now the reason for that will become apparent. So we're going to do fit lights first. Here we go. Right, choose next research thing. So let's just go for faster robots for now. And I'm going to slow it down, because we're going to buy this section here. We're going to put in a resource importer. We're going to bring that conveyor around the outside of the building, like so. We're going to make a light, which takes 6.4 seconds, and I don't know which way around this is going to be, so I'm going to guess that way. And I guessed wrong, so we're going to quickly redo that. And we're going to guess that way. Is that the right way now? That's the right way, because I want that at the back. And then I want this to, I'm going to come out a couple, I'm going to come out 3. I'm going to actually come out to there. And then I'm going to bring this along here. So that will import steel and glass, and that will make lights. And what we're going to do is we are going to bring that along there. We're going to cut off that. Is that giving me money, or no? We want that in there. I want to cut off that bit and that bit. Now that's then going to say, hang on, you haven't got a connection there now, Slim, but we have. We've got it there. So effectively, that now, if I go like that, if I like that, I can only get those lights, if you look at that, around this way. They can only come that way. So the steel can only come into there, can't go anywhere else, and then these lights can only go out there. So the only way I can get lights here is to manufacture them. Now we may end up with a problem with supply, but effectively we're making our own lights, guys, which is good, because to make a light is cheaper than to buy a light. I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure they've got the prices to that right. So prices, if we go to light, where are we? Light is 117 quid. So glass is 28, and steel is 40. So effectively, we're now producing a light for $68 as opposed to 117. So we are saving ourselves $49 every set of lights. Now I'm assuming these are in pairs, so I'm assuming one lot of glass and one lot of steel makes one lot of those. That I am making an assumption there in the same way, which I think would make sense, otherwise it's going to be more dearer, more expensive. More dearer? Never heard of that. Right, more expensive. Right, so that's where we've got to, guys. So we've split out our accessories line. So we've got fit lights, fit horn, fit seats where we're adding a heater, fit windscreen, fit electronics where we're adding an in-car stereo, and we're now manufacturing our lights. So what have we got on the next lot of research? What did I just put? More robots. So we've done more robots. You can't add any more robots on that. So that is running pretty good. And then waiting for resources. But we're not going to stop there. We are going to take it on next week. That's your lot for today, guys. So until next week, you're going to have to wait. If you've liked this video though, hit the like button now. Feel free to comment down below. Any tips, ideas or questions you have, put it down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will put the usual links to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and Patreon along with the link to this game because you cannot get it on Steam at the moment. So I'm going to give you a link to the actual production line website in the description of the video. But most importantly, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, or you could occasionally share the odd video out for me. If you don't, car manufacturing could cease, and you don't want that. So that's it for today. So until the next time, it is goodbye from me for now. Bye bye.